Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character questionnaire by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche. Scaramouche worried about you in many ways. In fact, he was always worried in some sense. He knew you had depression. You could tell without you even telling him about it. You were struggling, and he hoped that he was doing well enough to help you. But even then, all of that did not ease his worries away. Knowing that he was there and he was helping was one thing, but knowing whether or not it was working was another. And he was unable to make sure of the latter, and he'd hoped that by some miracle, you were slowly but surely getting better. He would never know. Not now. But if he were to be honest, he had no idea how bad it was. Until he found out by chance. He was climbing to the roof to check something. He had been leaving a plant here. It might have been a bad place, but it was away from everything, and he used that place to mediate sometimes. And little did he know, he would come here during this time, as you were standing on the edge, crying as you looked down at the ground, far away from you right now. Scaramouche was frozen in place, his breath caught in his throat, and he wasn't able to say anything, to do anything for a moment. Before slowly, he whispered, "Lion, don't move, please. Just stay still. I'll come get you. But don't you do that to me. Please." He begs, and you could already hear him crying. So you stood, unable to do anything, your heart realizing that it longed for another. And no matter how many times you tried to tell yourself that you weren't worth being beside him, you knew he loved you nonetheless. And you're even more sure of it now, when he held you against him, keeping you away from the edge and in his arms, crying into your hair, telling you over and over that he couldn't handle losing you. He knew you had hurt him, that you had scared him, but you needed him so much. And maybe if you had only come a minute later, then things would have been different. So you would take it as a sign that you should keep going. And as for Scaramouche, well, he wanted nothing more than to be beside you anyway. So it worked out in the end. Venti had a feeling that something was up, something was different, and he didn't know what it was or how to fix it. It made him anxious and worried. So he followed it. That gust of wind that he would happen to see so visibly, guiding him to something, to someone. And that's how he arrived to see you at the edge of a cliff. In one moment he was standing frozen, memories flashing before his eyes, memories of people he had lost, memories of you, laughing and being your sweet self. How it was all just so painful. But the other moment, you were in his arms, the two of you flying somewhere far away. You were shocked for a couple moments, trying to register what happened, but the next thing you knew, Venti was kissing all over your face, tears streaming down his own. What were you doing there? What did you really think you were going to do with yourself? You would have killed me, Wayan, he says through tears. And he couldn't help but cry as well, hugging him tightly. I don't know what came over me. Sometimes I feel like I want to get away from all of it, from everything. He cries softly, hugging him tightly, and he can't help but hug you back, kissing your hair and stroking it gently. He held you close to him, gentle and loving. It's fine. We'll talk. You will tell me what's bothering you, what you're scared of, and I will be here. No matter what happens, nothing will make me leave you. I got you right now, so take your time as much as you want. I'm not going anywhere. Xiao? Xiao has had those feelings before. Feelings of wanting to escape. And the easiest way would be to just do that to himself, to get rid of all of it, to go away and lose it all. He felt like he was a husk of a person. That was before he had actually joined Charlie, made that contract, and lived a better life. He'd felt that again though, after the Arc Noir, but he knew he could do nothing about it. He had a contract that he wasn't willing to break anyway. But you were amazing. You were kind and loving, and you were loved as well. He didn't think you would ever feel that way or there would be a reason for you to do so. Either way, it hurt him more than anything. To just stumble upon you on that roof, see you there. Just a couple centimeters of tipping yourself off the edge. Something rushed in him that moment. Adrenaline, probably. Because the next thing you knew, he was catching you. So fast you weren't even able to stumble or notice him until you were in his arms. You're insane, Wyan. You must be. What were you thinking standing there? He rolled up, looking away in embarrassment. I'm sorry. I am. I know you're probably ashamed of me, but it's difficult, Xiao. Things can be real difficult sometimes. But the next thing you knew, he was crying as he held you, hugging you even closer. I know, Wyan. I know how things can be sometimes, but I'm right here with you. There's no reason for you to do anything like that. I'm not leaving you at all. So please just tell me what you're going through, so I can help you. I love you so much. It would kill me to lose you, Ayan. He says softly, kissing you gently, and you can't help but melt into his arms, hugging him tightly and crying into his chest, telling him your feelings would happen a little bit later. But for now, you just needed the shoulder to cry on, and Xiao was more than willing to be there for you.